Treasure the precious with clarity and awareness. Lifechanyuan. May 28, 2025. Once we fail to cherish what is precious and easily gained, it will quietly slip away. On the journey of life, each person is bound to encounter one or several genuine friends. But if we fail to value such friendship, those friends will one day drift away. Countless divorced men and women were once passionately in love. Sadly, one or both failed to cherish that love. In the end, they parted ways, carrying their sorrow to distant corners of the world. Favorable weather, peace and stability, the freedom to live and work with ease, these are blessings that must be treasured. Yet tragically, due to arrogance, greed, and ignorance, people often lose the happiness already in their hands. Venezuela and Zimbabwe are such examples, as are Argentina and South Africa. Even America now seems to be walking a similar path. Once freedom and happiness are lost, regaining them may require many times the effort, and even with such effort, one may never again return to those joyful days. What is most precious in life? The answer, aside from the greatest creator, the sun, the earth, air, water, and other natural blessings, the most precious thing in life is people who are trustworthy and close to your heart. How tragic and bitter it would be to go through life without even a single person you can trust and feel close to. Ask yourself, how many such people do you have? Generally speaking, each of us should have 4 or 5 people we can trust and feel close to, typically our parents and children. If you have more than 4 or 5 such people, you are already living a blessed life. If you have 40 or 50, you are nearly living in paradise. What kind of people are worthy of trust and closeness? Without question, trust is built on integrity. One who keeps their word is trustworthy. If a person lies even once or breaks a promise, it becomes difficult to ever trust them again. Closeness arises from selfless giving, broad-mindedness, and being easy to get along with. If someone is selfish, always seeking advantage, constantly complaining, blaming, or criticizing others, they are difficult to be around. We not only fail to feel close to them, we instinctively distance ourselves. So count, how many people do you have in your life who are truly trustworthy and close to your heart? And reflect, how do you treasure and care for those precious people? There is a clear sign that one is qualified to live in paradise. In their earthly journey, they must have at least 64 people they can trust and feel close to. The 3 realms of celestial being and the 3 steps to attainment. Lifechanyuan. March 5, 2025. This article does not delve into the classifications of celestial beings, such as human celestials, ghost celestials, land celestials, deity celestials, or super celestials. Instead, it focuses on the 3 realms of celestial being and the steps to attaining this state. The 3 realms of celestial being. The first realm. One has gradually let go of attachments to family, friends, and social relationships, allowing interpersonal bonds to fade. They have attained a state of ease, adapting to circumstances, going with the flow of life's connections, acting in alignment with their true nature, and responding spontaneously to opportunities as they arise. They are no longer obsessed with wealth, power, status, fame, or beauty, but instead move freely with the current of life, unrestrained and at peace with destiny. The second realm. One has severed all worldly ties, free from attachments, burdens, debts, ego, selfish desires, and obsessions. At this stage, they have attained a state of possessing everything while owning nothing. Though they have no fixed home, they feel at home everywhere. Though they have no close relatives, they feel connected to all beings. The third realm. One's consciousness has expanded beyond the boundaries of the universe, transcending human perception. They have attained complete freedom in body, mind, and spirit, with boundless supernatural abilities. They can assume any form, manifest objects from nothing, and summon houses, plants, animals, and even humans out of thin air. At the highest level, they can effortlessly create entire worlds, the sky, earth, sun, moon, mountains, and rivers, at will. The 3 steps to attainment. Step 1. Rise above the mundane, surpass the ordinary, and abandon rationality. To transcend the mundane means to no longer chase material wealth, power, status, fame, or beauty. To surpass the ordinary means to free oneself from the constraints of familial love, friendships, and romantic relationships. To abandon rationality means to no longer rely on knowledge, experience, or logical reasoning. Instead, one acts purely in accordance with the deepest driving force within their heart. Step 2. Transcend human nature and attain celestial essence. Every being carries within them divine nature, demonic nature, Buddhist nature, celestial nature, human nature, beastly nature, and material nature. As humans, our defining characteristic is human nature. However, human nature is not celestial nature. Only by transcending human nature and fully embodying celestial essence can one break free from human limitations and attain the state of celestial being. Step 3. Abide in the state of Hundan and resonate with the universe. One must dwell in a state of emptiness, in the state of Hundan, resonating with heaven and earth, and vibrating in harmony with the Tao, the Way. They become completely unaware of the self, with no trace of Taiji, yin-yang, thinking, entering the formless realm, experiencing boundless joy, and immersing themselves in a cosmic game of infinite transformations. Conclusion. The above discourse is primarily intended for those who are natural-born members of Lifechanyuan from the 1000-year world. Readers who lack the foundation for celestial being may simply treat this as an interesting read and move on. For those who insist on practicing these teachings, the risk of falling into delusion far outweighs the chance of attaining celestial being.